So this particular project is an early 1800s house, a Georgian period house. We're right in the national park here on Dartmoor, and the covering was completed last year, which is reclaimed Delabole slate, some of which came off the main roof, some of which was bought in. You'll see some of that shortly. The hip details and the ridge details were originally with clay ridge tiles. They had listed building consent to change to king size mop sticks or king roll. So some of the implications that we've faced is the change from the ridge tiles with mortar where there were access points for the bats, and working out how to make those points still accessible for the bats to enter and roost in the same places without the benefit of holes in the mortar and broken ridge tiles. So come with us now and we will go and have a good look at the veranda. What we've got on this veranda build-up is a traditional close boarded method. The underside of the close boards are chamfered on the sides, which gives the look from underneath a tongue and groove look. But what we're achieving from this is we've got about 34 mil of depth, which means we can fix straight to the board, so we don't need to batten it. So we don't have to think about adding a counter batten in to manage moisture that can get in from condensation or from driving rain and storms. And we can manage the ecological side of things. So the bats that we found, as Jenny explained earlier, were traveling in at the eave level, and then they were crawling up and across. So what we've done is we've routed out a 20 mil groove. It's 20 mil deep by 25 mil wide, with passing points and entrance points, so the bats can climb in underneath our apron at the bottom through a vent, and then they can travel all the way up until they get to the top. So because we changed from ridge tiles to lead, we don't have the benefit of mortar that's broken anymore, or broken ridge tiles. So we have this system instead. So what we've got is an entrance point around about here. So this is going to be a welded on socket, and then this is going to be bent over the fascia. There'll be traction lines going from the fascia transition point all the way up to this hole, and then this socket will be welded on so the bats can fly in, start gripping here, crawl up the socket and into the void, and then travel all the way. It'll be routed all the way to the top. They're just halfway there at the moment. And then from their entrance point, they can also travel sideways. Where the slates are pitched, in the heads of every slate gives the bats an opportunity to actually traverse acrossways as well as up and down. So there'll be roosting points. Pretty much the whole roof will be an available roosting point, and the channel will take them all the way to the top, and we'll have a vent at the top as well for them to enter and exit.
Amazing.
What
and then I'll come and have another look once you've got it all done.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's like at each step, to save me having to come back to site, it's great. It's like once you get the slates on, take a picture. Once, you know, at each little bit that you're doing, just take a little picture, and then Russ can send it to me, and then we've got it documented. But it's really nice.